I don't know why we always got to have drama right before we leave for Charlotte.
We got a pretty long haul from Brownsburg, Indiana to Concord, North Carolina. We got to be there by 6 o'clock this evening.
We got 58 minutes to burn for all of our stops in traffic.
It's
So
357 miles.
we made it. 5:32. Security guard said just in time. Well, back to the hotel. We're gonna do some studying and go to bed. Wake up tomorrow, see what the weather's doing. See you tomorrow.
Making his way toward the Speedway now from Colorado Springs, Colorado, in the Lamb Excavating at Dirt Perfect Diamond Equipment Skills USA Ground to Glory number 77. It's Jeff Dodge. Jeff Dodge in car number 77.
We're at the racetrack, working on tires. So Charlotte is a pretty abrasive surface. That's kind of common with the Confederate red dirt, and so it does tend to grind tires off down here, so you got to bring a lot to be ready. Shout out to Clinton Boyles for helping get us hooked up with some pretty nice looking scuffs to burn off, right now we're trying to figure out what our staggers are going to be. Sprintcar has a solid rear axle and we only make left turns. There's no differential or anything. So our right rear tire, like this one here, is pretty big. Measures like 105 to 106 inches around. And our left rears are smaller. They measure anywhere between, like, call it 92 and 95 inches around. And the difference in those two measurements is what we call stagger. And since we're going around a left-hand turn, stagger helps the car turn to the left, and it's an important tuning adjustment. We think for Charlotte, we're going to be looking to run somewhere between about 10 and 11.5 inches of stagger. And because the track is abrasive, we're trying to have all of our tires ready so that we've got, because they mark your right rear tire. So whatever you qualify on tonight, you'll have to run for the corresponding program tomorrow or Friday. So tonight we'll run 2 brand new right rear tires, 1 in each round of qualifying, and we'll have to run that same tire again each subsequent night. So the Wednesday qualifying tire, or the qualifying tire that we run in round 1 tonight, we'll use on Thursday. The tire we run in round 2 tonight, we'll use on Friday. And so we're in the process of sorting that out and making sure that we've got a set ready for hot laps, a set ready for qualifying 1, a set ready for qualifying 2, and then some options so that we can run different staggers depending on what we see the racetrack doing. So my dad and Nick are working on that. We've done a little work to the car. We got to get a wing on it here shortly, but hopefully this weather holds off and we can get qualified well tonight. They say it's not going to rain. Those skies to me look a little bit threatening. I think as a result of trying to make sure that we get it in, they've changed the program around tonight. We're going to be the first cars on the track, so we'll hot lap, then we'll qualify round 1, then they'll do a bunch of stuff with some of the other classes that are here, the late models and the modifieds. Had hoped to have a chance to walk through their pit area and kind of show you what all was here on the late model modified front, but we're a little tight on time, so we'll try to do that later this week. But we drew a 12 or a 40 for the first round of qualifying. I think that's going to be okay. Hopefully the track, being that they had some rain yesterday, will take a little while to develop and maybe come to the cars that are kind of in the middle and the end. And then we drew a 12 for round 2, which will be toward the end of the night tonight with that, after the late models and modifieds have run their hot laps and first round of qualifying. So I think going out early in the later session is going to definitely be a good thing. So Nicky did a good job drawing. I think he did. I haven't drawn very good all year, and I'll take both of those numbers and definitely take them in the order we got them, as opposed to the opposite. So we're kind of making our final preparations here. Drivers meetings in about an hour and a half, and it'll be time to qualify for the World Finals. Pits are waking up. A few more cars have pulled in, and gonna let her rip. We'll keep you guys updated. So here's the racetrack, just up here about 30 minutes before the drivers meeting. Taking a quick look. Looks like they're pretty much done messing with it. They've got it kind of rolled down. Sun's shining though, and that's gonna kind of dry it up a bit. We'll see how it develops. It tends to be kind of dirty here, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Welcome to the World of Outlaws World Finals here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And at this time, we ask everybody here to please rise if you're able. And gentlemen, remove your hats as we move through our opening ceremonies.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father God, we thank you for a beautiful night of racing. We thank you for the spirit of competition. So God, we lift up this event to you tonight and pray your protection over these teams and drivers and fans.
At this time, we'd like to honor our neighbors and competitors to the north with the playing of our Canadian national anthem.
Strong and free, from far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
At this time, we ask that you remain standing for the singing of our Star-Spangled Banner tonight from Felicia Hicks-Gaston.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, thank you, everybody, as that's going to wrap things up down here for our opening ceremonies as we are just about ready to roll with on-track action. We'll send it back up top to John and Ruben as we get ready for World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car action.
Thank you so much, Mike. Sprint cars getting ready in the staging lane. Practice sessions, 6 of them for the 45 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint cars signed in to do battle here this week. We are ready to get rocked at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Just got done with engine heat. We're waiting for hot laps to go. We'll be in the third group. It does kind of look like we might have some rain moving in. They said if we have weather, we're going to take the first lap of qualifying 1, and that'll be for tomorrow night. Second lap of qualifying 1 will be for Thursday night. We're the first car out in group 2, so hopefully we lay down 2 good laps, and then we won't have to worry what happens if it rains. But pretty dang good draw from Nick. Really hope this thing's fast. Don't really know what to expect. We changed a lot of things from the second night at Joliet that I think will make us better, and if I have my choice, we'd be qualifying on the wing that got crunched up at Joliet, but that we didn't have time to replace that between now and then. So we're gonna run the wing we got, and we'll see how she goes.
We elected to mount the GoPro on the left rear of the car for qualifying. So we're looking at our shock here, and we've got a piece of tape with a red mark on it, and there's a bump rubber up in the cup at the top. And we wanted to see how much time that shock spent on the bump rubber and how deep it squished in. So the red line marks where it touches the bump rubber, and everything below it is obviously squished in. So I'll bring you along for hot laps here and kind of let you look at what we were looking at to learn about the race car.
Just finished hot laps. Car was pretty darn good, man. As good as we've had around here ever, really. We need to find about a 10th. I don't know how much of that might even be in our wing, but we're, I believe, 15th out of 45 cars. So we go out first car in the second group. Hopefully we can duplicate that effort and have a good start here.
Ryan Tim's quickest in warm-ups overall this evening at a 12.767. Buddy Kofoid second. David Gravel third. Justin Woodle fourth. Sheldon Hodenshield fifth. CJ Leary sixth quickest. Logan Wagner seventh. Jacob Allen eighth. Tim Schaefer ninth. And Logan Schuhart completes the top 10 as we get set for Flight A of Seafoam qualifying for the Thursday night race program here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll have 2 cars at a time on the speedway for 2 laps on the clock. Faster of those 2 laps scored as that driver's official qualifying time for the race program. We use the Seafoam qualifying times to line up our heat races as well as for the front row of the Microlight Last Chance Showdowns. Track record here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, one of the longest standing track records on the World of Outlaws schedule. An 11.880 turned in by Jeff Shepard on October 6th of 2001. First driver to make his way trackside in Flight B from Colorado Springs, Colorado, driving the Lamb Excavating, Dirt Perfect, Diamond Equipment, Skills USA, Ground to Glory, number 77, it's Jeff Dodge. And paired with him from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, the Proceed Ag Serve KW Repair, Phil Thompson Associates, JW Repair G5 of Gage Polk-Quebec. Jeff Dodge in car number 77, Gage Polk-Quebec in the G5. Opening lap for Jeff Dodge, 13.275.13, 275. Gage Polk-Quebec's opening lap time is a 13.371.13, 371. Second lap time for Jeff Dodge, better at a 13.106. That wraps up Flight B of Seafoam qualifying. Logan Schuhart quickest in that flight, 12.782. Buddy Kofoid second. Emerson Axum third. CJ Leary fourth. Ricky Thornton Jr. rounds out the top 5. Your overall fast qualifier for tomorrow night's race program, your Simpson Quick Time Award winner in car number 2, David Gravel at 12.626 seconds. That caught a first pair out for Seafoam qualifying for Friday night's race program. Leading rookie from Colorado Springs, Colorado, in the Lamb Excavating, Dirt Perfect, Diamond Equipment, Skills USA, Ground to Glory, number 77, Jeff Dodge. And along with him, making his World of Outlaws debut from Sand Springs, Oklahoma, the Michael Dutcher Motorsports, Lifestyle Homes, Griffin's Propane, Parallax Motorsports, number 17, GP of Hank Davis. Jeff Dodge in 77, Hank Davis in the 17 GP. Davis, a 3-time winner on the ASCS National Tour, along with 1 Hurricane Regional victory. First lap time for Jeff Dodge will be 6th quick at a 13.435.13, 435. Opening lap for Hank Davis at a 13.568.13, 568. Jeff Dodge on lap number 2, not as good, a 13.440. First lap better at a 13.430. Flight A in the books. David Gravel quickest at 12.983 seconds, the only driver in the 12-second range. Buddy Kofoid second, Giovanni Salzi third, Sheldon Hodenshield fourth, and Logan Schuhart rounding out the top 5.
And unfortunately, The skies have opened here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Raindrops starting to fall here at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
So we look out directly in front of us here, high above the front stretch at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and the rain still coming down at a fairly brisk pace. A fairly heavy shower here in Concord, North Carolina, as we were just getting set for round 2 of Seafoam qualifying for the World of Outlaws case late models.